Mic check 1 2. Okay, you ready to go? Listen, man, you're gonna be like, when it comes to your creativity, dude, you're gonna be met with so many challenges, and I'm talking about like, I'm talking about those distractions, man. Like, like there are distractions left and right, and you're gonna be learning stuff too. Like, there are things that you're gonna be learning, and like, and dude, you gotta like you cannot let, and I would even say you got to be smart about it. Like, if you're gonna in along your day to day, right, you're gonna come across frustration is super normal, dude. And i think I think having frustration involved in your creativity and the things that you want to create and the things that you're looking to grow, I think learning how to deal with frustration in a healthy way and is so important. And I also don't believe that I don't believe that we're taught how to deal with frustration, because it comes to a point where, and I mean frustration from negative events. Frustration from negative events. I mean, I believe we're told that, you got to be kind, you got to be compassionate towards others, you got to be kind, you got to, and I think there's a time and place for all that stuff. And then there's also a time and place to state what is wrong, to state what's not going right, to state what needs to change. And I believe that if you are the one with, like, here's another thing, nobody else is going to be the one to uh to express. Nobody else is going to express the negativity for you. Nobody else is going to say what's wrong. Nobody else is going to say what could be better. Nobody else is going to say what's not just. You have to be the one to express that stuff. You have to be the one to state and to stand up for yourself. That is a key and core component of having confidence. And you need confidence to create something meaningful. You need confidence, dude. And like, to get that confidence, you have to practice, dude. If something ain't right, if something's making you feel wrong, man, you go and tell that thing what is going on. You go and express yourself and practice doing so, because who else is going to do it for you? Who else knows what you are feeling specifically? Specifically, nobody else knows exactly what you are feeling and what is going on. And you have this amazing ability to speak and express yourself and say what's wrong. You have to express it. You can't keep that stuff deep down inside, because it's just going to hurt you and make you upset and make you angry. That stuff is not going to help you in while it's inside. That you were given a frustrating circumstance as a gift. You were given frustrating circumstances as a gift so that you could go out there and express it. It is a chance for you to not only grow as a human being, but provide value. Because when you state something that is wrong, when you go about and express your own frustrations and and how you feel so upset, you're giving other people an opportunity to do so too. Because not everything feels like rainbows and sunshine. And the more kind, the more nice, the more loving you try to be towards other people, the more and more trust, bro. There's something called being too lovable. People love taking advantage of people who are too lovable. Oh, you'll cater to me? Let me give you everything that you have to cater to. And then that there it goes. There it goes. So you have to state your negative, and you have to state when things are not fair, and you could feel the disrespect deep down inside. That's called anger. Anger is an incredible thing that you gotta use, and you gotta use that wisely. You gotta use anger wisely, and you gotta express what is going on and what is not fair, what is not working, and what does not help you. Your inability to do so is killing you slowly. It's causing you more stress. It's making you angry and pent up inside. Okay, that's the topic I had to get off my chest, and now I have some questions that I gotta answer. Okay, how do you maintain yourself creative while working with others? You gotta channel. You gotta channel. You got to channel. When something comes up, find a way. Have a way to to locate it. Like when something negative comes up and you feel it and you're like, yo, this ain't right, this don't feel good, I don't like it, capture it. Capture it, take notes, have a way, or like the whole, like you can set a reminder for yourself to actually set a reminder for yourself to actually get knowledge of this specific thing that you need to talk about. Get reminded on it. What that's going to do and how that's going to help you is it's going to give you an ability to channel and get a sliver of energy when you're creating things like freestyling. uh the reason people can freestyle so easily, especially those with pent up anger, they can freestyle so easily. People like Kendrick raps very well. He's got pent up anger. 100%. 100%. You need to know how to transmute that negative energy. Like, if you can dance that negative energy out. Crump. You know what crumping is? Crumping is that dance that, like, is look it up. It's like, yeah. And you gotta channel that. You gotta channel that negativity into something positive. You gotta make it into something positive, because if you keep that negativity inside, it's just gonna get. That's when it becomes negative. Negativity is only negative when it's inside you. When it's outside of you, it becomes positive. It becomes positive when it's outside of you. Next, how can I transmute my negativity after going through the negative event in my life? Get to figure, yo, express it. Expressing it. Expressing it is the way in which you expressing it transmutes that negativity into something positive. And so when you take in negative when something negative, when you perceive something to be negative, when you take in something that is negative and you express it, now all of a sudden it becomes positive. It becomes positive and something happens to your reality. Everything becomes clear. Everything becomes uh real when you express that negativity. Because what you are saying when you express a negativity is, I am real. I am here. And this is what I'm feeling and this is what I'm going through. Cool. Uh yeah, so transmuting it, you have to find a way to express it. Either you write it down, you talk about it, you rap it, do something. Something. You got to find constructive, not positive ways. You have to find constructive ways to express that negativity. How do you ground your creativity, your creative pursuits while in a conversation with another person? Uh you got to breathe properly. That's like a big one. That's a big one, man. Like when you are listening to somebody else speak, when you're in a conversation and you're discussing creativity or something in regards to like a creative endeavor, I'm yawning like crazy, dude. It's incredibly important I always say, like, breathe for yourself. There's a lot of people that say speak for yourself. Same thing, same concept. Breathe for yourself. When you are talking about something and you are saying something and you are expressing something that's extremely important, uh understand that there is a level, like, you're going to leave your breath at the physical time, at the physical place, in a cliffhanger. And what that does is that it leaves the other person the ability to control your breath. You have to learn how to focus on your breath. Focus on your breath when you're speaking. Focus on your breath when you are paying attention to something. It's so important to do this because it grounds you emotionally. And since creativity is such an emotional it's such an emotional process where you have to feel what you're going through, you'll create you'll have the most accurate creations and the best creations when you focus on how you're when you focus on how, like, your own pattern, when you focus on that, right? And and you can still understand what another person is saying. You can still understand and conceptualize what the other person is putting down without getting lost in what they say, without getting lost in what they and how they're defining or how they're creating, right? And it allows them to create the way they create. Okay, so I think overall that's a very important thing to do. Uh, yeah, but yeah, man, like, this in general, dude. You can't let you know like, if something negative happens, if something makes you feel wrong and not good, you've got to have creative ways to transmute that. Like, I believe creativity, like, that is, yeah, I'm talking like rap. I'm talking like freestyling. I'm talking like, find a way, like, study these people, study how these people, what they say, how they're saying things, and the energy that they're putting into the work that they do. Because a lot of the times they're going through things. They're like, people go through shit. Like, like, as humans, we go through stuff. And creativity has always been the outlet for us to transmute those negative experiences into something positive. When we express ourselves, when we say, yo, I hate this thing, or I don't like it, or this is uncomfortable, whatever it is, when we open ourselves to those possibilities, when we open ourselves to expressing the things that we simply do not agree with, or however we're feeling, we're giving an opportunity for the world to see how we exist. We're giving an opportunity for the world to see who we truly are. Who we truly, like, that. Tell me that's not more important than anything else. And a lot of times, the way we go about handling our negativity is through scrolling it away. We try to run away from that negativity. We try to run away from the discomfort of the experiences that we've had. We try to run away and mask it, and we just try to add dopamine to something that can't even feel it. Can't do that. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna. You can't just add dopamine to something that's not gonna feel it, man. You can't do that. You gotta process it. You gotta process it, man. The word paint got pain in it. The word paint got pain in it, man. Like, it does. It does. Like, I promise you, Adele ain't sing that good for no reason. She don't. She don't. Whatever you do creatively is an outlet, and you have to do it in order to cope. You can't just sit there and you can't just sit there and try to scroll it away. You can't just sit there and try to uh, you know uh, do whatever the destructive thing you do to get it away. You got to sit there and process it. You got to process these things, and that's in that processing that you evolve. It's in that process that you evolve and you become a better person. Creativity is there to help you become a better person. When you express yourself through that, when you say, yo, whatever bar you hit because of that, whatever, whatever creative piece you make because of just how deeply messed up you feel deep down inside, that's gonna guide you, and that's gonna not only show the world what you truly are, but most importantly, it's gonna show you who you truly are. It's going to show you what you're capable of. It's going to show you, it's going to be a mirror. And it's going to give you way more information than any other destructive thing you could have been doing. Creativity is dead, bro. And I know whatever AI art came out, it's you have to process what you're going through. You have to process. You understand? You can't avoid the process. You can't avoid it. You got to sit there and breathe. You got to sit there and think, what is going on? Why does this problem keep coming up? How could I handle this better? If you don't do the processing, you can't avoid the processing of life. You can't get away from it. It's there and it's always going to be there. You have to face it. You have to face it, and that creativity is all. That's what's gonna help you. You try walking away, or you try walking around the processing any other way. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You gotta sit there and process what is going on, because it means something. It means something. There are clues there for you, and that is that is the gift. That's the that's the handout. That's the handout. Creativity is the handout to humanity, man. And we try to run away from it any way we can. Creativity is the handout, dude. Dance if you feel stuck. Sing if you feel upset or sad or whatever it is. Do it. Process it. Feel it. You got to feel what you're going through. Write about it. Write something. Write something, dude. Whatever it is, write it. There's so much, man. I have a drum in my room. It's called a cajon. I play it when I'm upset, angry, and I play that cajon. I love percussion instruments. I do. I do. And now all of a sudden, like, man, especially with percussion instruments, when you play them, what's going on is you're doing bilateral stimulation to your brain. You're hearing one side, the other side. You are processing what is going on physically. Like, you are processing it. It is good for your nervous system too, to process that stuff. You know what I'm saying? To sing as well. If you singing and you are getting the vibrations out of your body, however you feel, you're gonna get endorphins, man. Endorphins, that's another thing too. When you're processing art with your creativity, and from what life is giving you, look for those endorphins. It's right here. It's not here. It's not in the phone. It's right here. It's underneath your nose, and you can't even escape it because it's right there. Breathe. Feels good. That's called endorphins. You get that when you go to the gym. You get that when you go running. You get that. You get endorphins just by just literally just being here. You get endorphins. Come on. And yes, creativity can be frustrating, but that frustration is way better. You know what? That frustration that you experience in creativity is the exact same frustration that you're experiencing in life. And your ability to deal with that frustration is equivalent to the frustration of you dealing with whatever's going on in your life. If you could deal with that frustration, then you could deal with the frustration of life. Probably 10 times better. And if you have a business, understand that business of yours is an art form, and it is there for you to manage, and it is there for you to deal with the frustrations that it brings to you. because that frustration is way better than the frustration of life. I'm not saying any kind of frustration is better or worse. I'm genuinely saying you got to learn how to deal with frustration. You got to learn how to deal with it. You got to learn how to transmute it, and you got to learn how to process frustration, because it is a normal process of life. Every day you're going to learn something new. No day is like the other. You've got to sit there and learn what is being taught to you. You've got to sit there and take notes. Take notes. Take them notes, man. Take them notes. This is, and like whatever you want to do, man, in life is going to have some sort of frustrating process behind it. Whatever you want to do, bro. Whatever you want to do, I could promise you, you could do it. There will be frustration behind it. And your ability to succeed will be based on how much of that frustration you can handle without giving up. Without giving up, how much frustration can you handle? Quite frankly, I think a frustration threshold is a contribution to someone's ability to learn. As you go through that process and you say, "Yo, I'm tired of I'm like, yo, I'm tired of this outcome, whatever." Boom. Then you get then you resolve what is go what then you resolve your problem. Anyways, y'all, that's enough for me. Thank you for watching. Uh like, sub, um the mentorship, the creative mentorship is now open. You guys can click, you can join, scroll all the way down. I'm gonna leave a website. Scroll all the way down. You're gonna pass the hoodie. The hoodie is there for you to, the hoodie's there for you. It's a hoodie dedicated to creativity. It is there. You put it on when you're about to do something creative, when you're about to handle frustration. You put on that hood and you get to work. That's what that hoodie is there for. Once you pass that hoodie on the website, press all the way down. That's to join. Join the mentorship. Um, I work one on one with people there. It's a community, a ton of people. Like, basically, I sit there one on one, and I help you get clear, on what's your heart calling you to. You know, yeah, man. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter too. Uh, when you get there, stay up to date. I'm coming out with these episodes all the time, and you know, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.